Alright guys, let's talk about ETHFI for the first time since this candle right over here on May the 15th, guys. You can see it was up here at about $1.67, but it did close about $1.43, which was under this resistance at $1.46. Now, we have traded in a channel basically since that time frame. Now, we have touched the top side a couple of times, and we've touched the bottom side a couple of times. But if we zoom in over here, guys, we still have not broken this resistance. So at about $1.13, if we do break, that would signal we have broken this channel, and then we have to break $1.17, and then $1.22 to the upside. Now, the orange line is a daily resistance. The green line is a weekly, so it's going to be a little bit tough. It's kind of a zone of resistance right there, guys, so keep that in mind. Now, taking a quick look at the volume profile, guys, you can see that the point of control, we are right on that right now, guys. We're about a half penny below that. So keep that in mind. If we can break above this point of control, the volume actually goes down very, very significantly until about, what is this, $3, let's just say 42 cents, up to about $4.10 or so. We do have a little bit bigger couple of candlesticks here, or a node we can say, and then it starts going down significantly once again. Now, looking at the Bollinger Bands, guys, you can see this is actually pretty narrow, you can see, but they are a little bit going sideways right now. Maybe the top blue line is coming down just slightly, but basically I would say it's parallel. Now, if we do have kind of a pinch like right here, you can see it's quite narrow, and I think we're a little bit more narrow here than we were there. So I do think that pinch will actually come soon, at least on a weekly time frame. Now, daily time frame, let's take a look here. A little bit hard to see because we have this channel here, but let me get rid of this. And yeah, it's kind of running away from each other. So it did kind of already maybe pinch here. And this is maybe why we're seeing this, upwards movement. And yeah, if we go back and look at the history here, it's, it's quite wide here, quite narrow here, but this is probably one of the most narrow points that it ever has had. Now, we did have a little bit more narrow here, of course a little bit more narrow there, a little bit more narrow here, but yeah, this is one of the more narrow points, and it is kind of getting a pop, at least on the daily time frame. Now, looking at the RSI and the stochastic on the weekly time frame, guys, you can see that both the Stoch and the RSI are pointed to the upside. Nothing is overbought at the moment. Now, if we look at the daily time frame, a little bit overbought here on the stochastic, just got there actually. Now the RSI is slightly moving up. If we look at this on the daily time frame, though, it still has a little bit more room that it can move up. So yeah, maybe on the daily time frame we're still okay. 4-hour time frame, a little bit overbought on both, so that is not a good signal. 1-hour time frame, again, overbought on both, so again, not a good signal. On the 15-minute time frame, actually oversold here, so it just crossed to the upside, crossed the red line here, so the RSI just avoided, being overbought here. And yeah, so 15-minute time frame actually looks okay, but the 1-hour and 4-hour, not so good. But the longer term time frames, the daily and the weekly, look a little better. So I do think ETHFI is going to pop, at least in the long term. In the middle term, it may cool down just a little bit, but, again, maybe it goes up to this resistance here at about 117 or maybe even 121 before it kind of cools down. That's what could happen. But it has been on, quite a run here today already. Now, taking a look at the MACD, guys, you can see this is one of the highest points for the MACD for ETHFI. Now, we've had a green wave, followed by a red wave, and now we have a green wave, but we are getting a dark green candle here after having about 4, lighter greens. So it's good to see that this green is actually dark green. It's coming back. So I do think we're in for a little bit bigger wave here, at least on a weekly time frame. Now, the daily time frame, again, it's coming up. It's basically almost at 0. And yeah, we've had kind of a long period of red here, so it's good to see that we are starting to get some green. This just crossed to the upside, just crossed the red basically. And yeah, it has a long way it can run, guys. So I do think, it is looking good, at least on the weekly and the daily time frame when we're looking at the MACD. Now looking at the tokenomics of ETHFI here, guys, you can see that it is the number 186 coin, and there is only a max supply of 1 billion. This is actually pretty good, guys. Circulating supply is what we can say about 37.5% or so. And yeah, if we go down, all-time high was about $8.50, guys. There is an 87% discount at the moment. Now, 3 months ago, you had the all-time low at 40 cents. So if you picked it up there, congratulations, guys. Now, like I usually say, if a coin is down about 87%, it probably at this point isn't going to make its all-time high. But ETHFI, guys, is a new coin, so it has a chance, to make its all-time high once again. We just have to see. I do believe this is an excellent project. I don't have that much of it, guys. You can see here, I am slightly down. I have an average net cost of $1.18, but I have been staking this, of course, and I don't really count that because usually I convert that little bit into something else like, BNB or Mantle or something like this. So this actually is a little bit lower probably, but yeah, I probably will pick up a little bit more of this in the future. But yeah, let's see what happens in the short term here. Before I go a little farther in this video, guys, you can claim bonuses on my favorite crypto exchanges below. I do have partnerships with Bybit, Bitget, MEXC, BingX, Bitrue, BTSE, BitUnix, WeX, Blowfin, BTCC, and you can subscribe to Moodix here. You get a free 7-day trial, and you can follow me on X here, guys. Now, taking a quick look at Bitcoin, guys, you can see it just squeaked out a new all-time high today, guys, but look where it got rejected. I have 111,865 right here. It hit that point, and it didn't close a candle, at least on the daily time frame, above that. So, again, things are bullish, but it would be a little bit more bullish if we close above that point. Now, that doesn't mean maybe tomorrow we can't close above it. And if it does, then I do think we're in for new all-time highs, pretty much for, maybe the next week or 2 weeks or something. But right now, we haven't closed the candle above that point. Taking a quick look at Ethereum, guys, it actually looks a little bit better than Bitcoin in my opinion. It's working on a green candle today. Now, keep in mind this day just started. But yeah, it did close actually above this Fibonacci here. That is a good sign. It did retest this already. If I zoom in, you'll see it's retested it. And, it's just got a small candle today. But again, like I said, this candle just started today. So I do think we're in for more upside today. And yeah, basically the next resistance is 28.25. Now, total market cap, we do have a little bit of news here, guys. We did break out of this channel. We did break the 1.19 trillion mark. We are at 1.2 trillion at the moment, guys. Next stop is 1.25 trillion. So let's see how long that takes to get there. Now, CME futures, we actually did close a candle above 111,605. So this is a good sign, at least on CME futures. So if we had that on the Bitcoin chart, like I showed you earlier, if we closed the candle up here, then yeah, that would be good too. But at least the CME futures, we actually did close a candle above resistance. Now the dominance, guys, we just had the 5th day of downside, as you see right here, guys. We are working on the 6th day at the moment. So we are below 65% officially at the moment. And yeah, we are getting close to 64.33. That is the first, thing that we need to get under. And then we need to clear this trend line. This trend line goes back about 3 years, guys. And then we need to break 60.46. After we do that, I will say we have probably won the battle with, the BTC dominance. Now, looking at the USDT dominance, guys, you can see it got a big rejection here on this trend line. And it is actually working on another red candle today. But again, there's still 22.5 hours here. But it would be nice if we do get some more downside. We need people to spend their USDT. We actually need to come down here and break 4.31% as well. That is where this has at least weekly support. So it is looking better. People are actually spending their USDT right now, but we need a little bit more. Looking at the altcoin season index now, guys, it is at 24. It really hasn't changed all day. I refreshed this in the morning. I refreshed it when I got back from Universal Studios today. I refreshed it right before I made this video, guys, and it still hasn't actually changed. So I don't know why, but it's still at 24, even though the dominance is coming down. Now, the liquidation heat map, 513 million have been wrecked in the last 24 hours, mostly shorts. So in my opinion, that's a good thing. Now, the fear and greed has gone up from a 66 yesterday to a 71. Next update in about 22 hours. The bull market peak indicators, now it says 0 from 30, and yeah, it is 0 from 30 because we are under 65% dominance at the moment. This says 63.87 though. I'm not sure where they're taking this number from, but as we saw, we were just slightly under 65, a few seconds ago. Now, the Pi Cycle Top indicator is pretty far from crossing, guys. In my opinion, this is the best indicator. Now, if we take a look at the economic calendar as well tomorrow, we do have jobless claims, and we have a couple of speakers. We did get the meeting minutes today, and that was a little bit interesting. So let's see what they say tomorrow. Now, if we look at the FedWatch tools here, it is a 93.3% chance we're not going to get a cut still. But the odds have actually gone up slightly for a cut. So almost 7% now believe we will get a cut. Again, Trueflation has gone down. It's 1.66. Now, yesterday when I made the video, it was 1.7%. So this continues to go down. This is a good thing. This is what the Fed really wants to see. Now, crypto bubbles, guys, looks pretty good today. Last hour, not so good though. But yeah, actually it did turn green now. Okay, so it does look pretty good across the board here, hour, day, and week. Still, the month though is down, unfortunately. Now, if you want to stake your ETHFI, go to CoinHondo. There's 9 deals that are found, guys. So take a look, do your homework. Don't send it to XT.com. They stole my Casper, unfortunately. And I will continue to say that as long as they don't give me back my Casper. And anyways, there are some good deals here, but, they don't actually give much percent for ETHFI, unfortunately. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.